Hello, everybody, and of course, welcome to a very special edition of X Talking Ish with your boy X. Ish is not here with us tonight, not just yet, because unfortunately he had, oh, not unfortunately, I'm sorry, not unfortunately. Fortunately, he has prior plans. He has some fatherly things to take care of, so he will hopefully join us later on in the draft. So, with that being said, you have me for the time being. So if you are on Facebook, please make sure you go ahead and like and share this broadcast. If you are on our Facebook, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are on our YouTube page, please make sure you go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell for shows like this one in the future. And as well, we are on Twitter at X Talking Ish, streaming live on Periscope. And of course, you are here to, of course, talk about the NFL draft live in Las Vegas. And if you are tuning into the draft, which most of y'all are, of course, I'm pretty much just going to be doing a simulcast to where we're going to watch it along with each other. I mean, that's pretty much what's going on. This is a fun, relaxed type of show. This isn't anything uptight to where we have to work this thing. It's not a work thing. This is just a fun thing. So, with that being said, we're just gonna go with the draft in this first round together as host and spectators as watching along. So, with that being said, it looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars have made their pick at the number one spot for them because, as always, Jacksonville, you know, likes to pick first, as always. See who it is. And of course, of the most recent mock drafts, it looks like Trayvon Walker was the selected pick that most scouts had going number one, which was to the Jaguars. So with that being said, first pick off the board, Trayvon Walker from University of Georgia. Now, this Detroit pick is going to be very interesting to me because um, we get to see where Detroit mindset is on what they want to do with the future of their organization. They do have a quarterback that is what we call in the NFL a bridge quarterback. Pretty much is a quarterback that you know is not going to be there for the long haul, as in he's not your franchise guy. He's going to be there for 2 to 3 years, and that's what Jared Goff is for the Detroit Lions. So in my mock draft, I know I had Malik Willis going at number two. In a second, I'll bring up Ish's pick for number two in his mock draft. But it's going to be very interesting to see where they go. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they do draft the hometown kid, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Hutchinson. I'm pretty sure wouldn't be surprised at all if they go that route. Linebacker, I'm sorry, defensive end out of the University of Michigan. But of course, we shall see what happens with that. Because again, when it comes to the draft, nothing is guaranteed. So it's just one of those things where every pick is a domino effect in the NFL draft, to where you would expect a player to go top five, and if he doesn't, then all of a sudden everything else starts getting moved over in certain war rooms, depending on who the teams are. So um, hopefully this draft doesn't take all night to finish up. First round, I should say. Hopefully it doesn't take until 11 o'clock like it did last year. Last year was unnecessarily too long. So um, again, it looks like the Detroit Lions have already made their decisions. So we will see very soon the vision that the Detroit Lions have moving on in Detroit because over the last however many years, Detroit hasn't really been improving. Looks like they've been going backwards. So we'll see what happens. Where Detroit wants to go with this pick. All right, number 2 pick is in for the for the Detroit Lions, and like I thought, looks like Ish went ahead and went with the hometown kid, of course, Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end out of Michigan, and most likely he will go. He will go this after in this pick right here, as you see. Yep. Bad boy is a bad boy right there. If you don't know him, you better get familiar because, hey, Aiden Hutchinson is that dude. So, that being said, another Michigan guy off the board. Or I should say, another Michigan guy. I should say, another Michigan guy going first round because that is a tradition that Michigan used to have back in the 70s, 80s, and of course even in the 90s as well. Kind of tailed off in the 2000s going into 2010s. But with the help of Mr. Jim Harbaugh and the rest of the Michigan men, they are trying to get back into the winning ways there in Michigan. And at the end of the day, when it comes to Michigan and what they're trying to do and try to rebuild, it's up to them as a unit to come together and say, hey, we're gonna go out here and compete against these SEC, the bad boys, the Georgias, the Alabamas, and of course SEC has a couple more teams coming over to University of Texas and Oklahoma. So be interesting to see what the SEC looks like very soon. All right. If you're in Houston, we have the number 3 pick up. Houston Texans are on the clock. About to get my picks up right quick since I have issues up. Need to go find my quick. Yeah, I have Charles Cross going to the Texans. Ish has Akeem Okunu. So, see what happens with the Houston Texans. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they've had their guy for a while now. Most likely will be an offensive lineman. And to be honest with you, it's probably going to be Akeem. Just the way that he's been projecting up the draft boards over the last couple of days. It seems like in everybody's mind that he's the best tackle in the draft right now. And if the Texans are smart, they'll go ahead and get the best player available at that position, and that would be Akeem. So looks like Houston Texans pick is in. Let's see where the Texans are going. And if you're watching the draft right now, they're showing the last 5 defensive players selected at number 2. Ndamukong Suh, Von Miller, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and a combined 16 Pro Bowls amongst those 4. I'm pretty sure Aiden Hutchinson will definitely add a couple more Pro Bowls to that list as well. At the end of the day, what it comes down to, and if you watch football for a while, I'm talking about NFL-wise, it doesn't come down to Aiden Hutchinson. It comes down to the Detroit Lions. And we're going to see if the Detroit Lions find a way to mess it up because Just like some of these teams that continue to pick top 5, top 10 every year, those are those teams that, let's just say, are not the better ran teams in the NFL. So, if you're in Houston, of course, looks like got a Debbie Texan repping the Texans hard in Las Vegas. Again, if you've been to Texans games, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Like, you got the Titans fan base right next to the Texans fan base. I'm pretty sure that makes for good trash talking down there in those seats. All right, man. Woo! Do remember my draft experience in Nashville, Tennessee, just a couple years ago with my boy Datman Dooley. He was out there with me, and we were able to experience the draft, I should say, ourselves. And one of the most fun experiences I've ever had, I would say, just to be a part of the community of all of the different fan bases out there in the NFL, to see everybody, from Jaguar fans to Raider fans to Colts fans to Texan fans to Giants fans to all the fans far and wide. It was just really cool to see. And it looks like the Houston Texans pick is in with the third pick of the draft. Oh. And there we go, right there. We okay. So what the Texans just did is they just released the first domino within the NFL draft right now, because I don't think a lot of people expected them to go that route. And Derek Stingley Jr. is a pretty damn good player. Do the Texans need help at that position? They do. The real question is, can Derek Stingley Jr. be everything and more for the Texans coming out of DBU, aka LSU? And yes, he can. The question is, as well, is will the Houston Texans find a way to mess it up? Again, not hating. I'm just saying, you know how this franchise operates. They've had a lot of great talent over the years. A lot of great talent. Hall of Fame type of talent. And they found a way to not pull it all together. So, with that being said, of course, my brother from another mother, Ishmael, of course, is tuning in, even though he can't be in. He will be in later. He says, Stingley over Sauce? Yeah, Ish, yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. And like we talk about it all the time, Ish, on the show, hey, the domino effect is starting. And it's cool to watch, because it was some rumblings that the Texans might go this route. And I wasn't expecting them to, honestly, just because I don't think a lot of us think that the Texans have that big balls to take that type of pick at that type of position at that pick. But for them to do that, hey, shout out to them. I know. Let me see. I know. I had Stingley going number 18 to the Eagles, and my guy Ish had Derek Stingley going number 8 to the Falcons. So yeah, he didn't even get out of the top trees. And shame on me. I will be the first one to say shame on me for thinking that Derek Stingley Jr. would drop all the way to 18 in the first place, because yeah, that's pretty silly of me. So, hey, the Jets are on the clock. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left until their pick is in. The first domino, right there for us. And this is what makes the draft. You know, you expect a team to go a certain way. They don't. And now it makes teams behind them readjust a little bit. Maybe some teams expected them to go that route, because you might hear some inside information and you might feel like, okay, well, like, you know, because of the Jets are coming up, the Jets maybe have already heard that the Texans were going to go that route, and they say to themselves, we already have a plan in place if you go Derek Stingley Jr. I hope they do. Knowing the Jets, they probably don't, but we'll see. At the moment, Ish and I are going opposite positions and opposite sides of the ball in this upcoming pick. Ish has Sauce Gardner being picked at number 4. I have Drake London, the wide receiver out of USC, going 4. And of course, if you are in the sporting world, you did hear, of course, about Drake and his bet for Drake London being the first pick. The first wide receiver to be picked in the NFL draft. So if Drake London is drafted first, I think Drake would be profiting a little over 100,000 from what I remember seeing. Hey, nothing wrong with making a couple of $100 off of somebody for getting drafted, right? I'm very I'm just still I'm a little still in shock right now, honestly, that the Texans went Derek Stingley. And to be honest with you, I'm proud of the Texans. I'm very proud of the Texans for being that bold enough to take that type of player at that number pick. I'm impressed. And I don't say that a lot about the Texans. So for me to say that, I'm serious. Like, shout out to the Texans. Uh, so with that being said, we have the New York Jets coming up. Um, they of course need to keep Zach Wilson upright. They need to make sure that they are able to get some pressure on the quarterback as well. So they also need some help on the defensive line. So I'm assuming that they'll be going some type of lineman position at this pick. Um, I would think they would be getting Akeem or even Charles Cross, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the Jets also they've been in the talks for maybe being able to scoop up Debo Samuel. I don't think that's going to happen, but they might not get a wide receiver at this round. I mean, in this round, in the first round, and they might be saving it to scoop up to be able to scoop up Jesus, forgot his name on the West Coast. Debo Samuel, my bad. Scoop up Debo Samuel in a trade to where they can get to him without having to pay him more than pay the 49ers more than what they deserve to have. So looks like the Jets pick is in. It'll be interesting to see where the Jets are going. Sauce. Sauce. You already know what it is. Sometimes you might be lost, but never get lost in the sauce. And it looks like Ahmad Gardner found his way in beautiful New York. Now, I don't know about y'all, but swag wise, it definitely fits. Um, and it definitely works being able to be in this multimedia industry of New York, as we like to call it. Going the wrong way. Saul's going the wrong way. Hope he knows his way better on the football field than he does in the green room back there. But he'll be making his way up to the podium real soon. Of course, even though he played at a small school in Cincinnati, I wouldn't even call it small anymore. They're playing real talent. They're playing real talent compared to some of these other teams out here. And with that being said, he has never given up a touchdown in college in his 4 years of playing football. So that right there is an amazing feat in itself. No matter if you play D1, D2, or D3, to be able to do it on D1 level at a school like Cincinnati and play has played legit competition. It's pretty amazing, and Sauce fits as a body. He fits the prototype of the next wave of cornerbacks coming into the league because of he's long, he's lengthy, he's an athlete, he's strong. Um, well, he's I should say he's small, but he's strong for his stature. If anything, he should definitely get in the weight room when he's in the league and hope he can add a little bit more weight to him. And I think he'll be even better and have a even longer NFL career. All right, now we have, of course, the next New York team. The New York Giants are up on the clock, 4.5 left until they make a decision. I know I had Sauce Gardner going to the Ravens at number 14. Again, a guy that went tremendously higher than I expected. Looks like Ish had Sauce Gardner, of course, going to the New York Jets. So he called that one yet again. Shout out to Ish on that one. You know, Gardner going to a city like New York. It's a big city for a big personality like him. I think it works. I think it fits for both franchise and players. So it'd be nice to see. I honestly thought Jets were going to find a way to help out Zach, but maybe they feel okay with the line and it'll add on later on in the draft. It's like of course, we have more rounds than just the first round, and we'll see where the Giants want to go with their first round draft pick. Now, of course, uh oh. They're showing if you've not watching, of course, they're showing Sauce Gardner coming back to the interest he's supposed to go down to because apparently he went the wrong way, and I'm pretty sure very very shortly that will be on social media real soon. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna find a way to make that into a meme or a GIF. I'm pretty sure that's gonna turn into an NFT. That's gonna turn to an NFT real soon as well. The New York Giants selection is in. Um, let's see. Ish had Evan Neal, tackle out of Alabama. I have Akeem Akunu, tackle out of North Carolina State. Again, I'm assuming that if you want to keep Danny Dimes upright, then of course you want to get you one of the best players on the board when it comes to the offensive line. And at the moment, Akeem has not been selected. Hopefully, one of my selections is finally right, and this is wrong, and I think this might be it. Of course, we'll wait and see. We went from one player I want to see what happens with him is how far does Kayvon Thibodeau drop? Kayvon Thibodeau drop because he was a guy that Ish and I talked about it on our mock draft where coming into the season, this past season for college, he was supposed to be the number one pick of the draft. So to have two cornerbacks go already ahead of him, that's very whoa, okay, wow. So alrighty then, New York Giants pick is in. there we go. Right on cue. Right on cue. I was wondering where Kayvon Thibodeaux was going to wind up, and it looks like he falls right into the New York Giants' lap at number 5. I'm not mad at that selection at all for the G-Man, because I think he's a guy that can be, you know, he could be the next Michael Strahan, the next OC for them, the next JPP, the next great defensive lineman for the New York Giants. And I'm pretty sure Michael Strahan sooner or later is going to have him on Good Morning America and going to find a way to be a mentor to him, as he should. And hopefully we are able to see what we want him to be as in the next great pass rusher. He has the ability to do it. Unfortunately, he didn't have too great of a senior season at Oregon just due to injuries. But I think he's a guy that he's ready to go. He's ready to get back on the field and show people that he is worthy of this number 5 pick. And again, it's a good thing for him going to the Giants. I think where the Giants are trying to go, this is a good step. This is a good step going forward. I'm impressed. The Giants do have another pick. Also, as well, a little tidbit if you didn't know, there are 7 teams with at least 2 picks in the first round. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if somebody wants to trade down, trade up. I didn't understand. My bad. I got distracted by the handshake Roger Goodell and Kayvon Thibodeaux out here doing, but I love the energy. I love the energy going on stage right now with Roger Goodell, the Make-A-Wish kid, and Kayvon Thibodeaux. These boys are lit right now, and I do love it. I do love it. So, let's my boy Fracture Walnut, of course, tuning in as always. We appreciate ya. Says Charles Cross is next. Yeah, let's see. I mean, Carolina, they should go tackle, to help whoever is back there going to be throwing that ball. We don't know who it's going to be. Most likely Sam Bradford. I'm sorry. Most likely Sam Darnold. I would assume. But maybe they scoop up a quarterback for the future. Maybe they scoop up a Malik Willis. Maybe they scoop up a Kenny Pickett. Maybe they go defensive lineman. We have to wait and see. But first 5 picks so far, of course, let's recap. Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker, of course, and then of course number 2, you have Detroit Lions with Aiden Hutchinson. Number 3, Houston Texans with Derek Stingley. Number 4, Mike Gardner. Number 5, Kayvon Thibodeaux. If you're tuning in, hey, let me know. And is there anybody that you were surprised to go at said pick? Are you surprised that a certain player that didn't go yet? That's supposed to have gone in the top 5. Some Fracture Warner, your team just selected at number 3. Do you like Derek Stingley Jr. at that selection? I need to know these. I need to know these answers. Let me know. Fracture Warner also says need to keep CMC on his feet if they don't trade him. This is very true. There have been some talks about CMC getting traded maybe during this draft. Could it happen? It could. But it'd be very interesting. 2 minutes left until Carolina Panthers have to make their decision on who they are drafting at number 6. And it looks like their pick is in. And again, just to give you a heads up, I am, of course, currently viewing the draft while I am doing the show. So if you are watching the draft along with the show, I appreciate that. If you're just watching the show with me, I appreciate you. I'm going to keep you updated on the draft as much as I possibly can. If there's anything y'all want me to talk about, please throw it out there. Let me know so we can talk together. This is a draft party. This isn't one of our normal shows. This is even with our normal shows, we still talk with one another. But this is a draft party. We about to relax in here. About to have fun. I'm gonna get me a little sip of the sip a little bit. I'm about to eat me some food while I'm on here too. So look, we about to relax. We about to enjoy ourselves. I just don't want this damn draft to go on till 11 o'clock. I got shit to do tonight, but yeah, let's have some fun. All right, Fractured Wild Officer says, I'm surprised the Texans didn't go O-line there, but they are trying to, and they are trying to into the top 10. Fractured Wild Officer says, but I'm okay with Stingley. I believe he will fit in perfect with Levy and that cover too. Yes, Fractured Walnut, I agree with you when it comes to being surprised you didn't go O-line. I thought, hey, be conservative, especially in the first round. That's what Texans usually do. But, hey, Texans, this isn't the first time they've drafted high-profile defensive players. I mean, they kind of do have a history with it. I mean, this isn't the first time they drafted a pretty damn good defensive player. Of course, most recent, Jadeveon Clowney. And, of course, their number one draft pick defensively, Mr. Mario Williams. I mean, I'm not mad at the pick. I respect it tremendously because I wish I wish the Titans could do some shit like that. I wish they could get some balls and draft some players that they don't expect. I know for me as a guy that had the Texans drafting, I didn't have them going defense so early. I had them actually going later, going defense for trying to get Kyle Hamilton. I want to see where Kyle Hamilton falls or stays. He's a guy that can maybe go top 10. It looks like this draft, especially in the first couple of picks so far, very defensive heavy. Maybe these guys, maybe these GMs are looking around the league and saying, hey, there's a lot of offensive talent out here. Like, we got to find a way to stop it too. So maybe a lot of these guys are going defense first before they, hitch their wagon to the offensive side. But I don't know the last time y'all seen two cornerbacks go into the top 5 in the draft. It's very rare, very rare. All right, Frax One also says start them off with the slots, then move them to the outside. Somebody Derek Stingley Jr. also says I meant to say trade into the top 10. Yes. I assume I got you, Fresh. I got you. I assume what you was talking about, but looks like the Carolina Panthers pick is in, and I think I think when we get to Atlanta at 8, maybe we might see a trade. So look out for Atlanta, maybe in a trade position from somebody that might want to move up. Because Atlanta, I think they can do a lot of things, but I don't know if they want to do that. And what I mean by that is they could draft a quarterback for the future. They could draft a Kenny Pickett or a Malik Willis. Or they could go back, get a couple more draft picks, and continue to build in those mid-rounds. So, okay, looks like Carolina Panthers went ahead with offensive line. Akeem Anahu. I'm going to mess it up 6,000 times. I'm going to find a way to figure it out and make it right. Look at the Nigeria. It looks like the Black Panther. I wish my brother Ish was on it because I know he would be so proud right now. Another African brother in the league. He looks very fancy with his suit on. Looks like he has the powers of Wakanda on him. But on a serious note, though. Could be a very good pickup for the Panthers. I think this is a safe pick that doesn't hurt them 5 years from now when you say, we didn't get a skilled guy that just wasn't what we thought he was going to be. We just got an offensive lineman that just didn't work out. Like I'd rather go that route than a skilled guy, especially in a position that the Panthers are in right now when it comes to rebuilding. I think the offensive line pick is a very, very solid, no pun intended, type of pick. Boy, looking good in the green and white. Looking good in the green and white. My boy Ish for the New York Giants. He had Evan Neal going at number 5 only because, of course, I'm sorry, number 6. I'm sorry, number 6. I'm sorry, number 6. He had Charles Cross going only because he assumed that a lot of tackles would have been off the board already with Evan Neal and also Kima Inua, you just saw just go off first tackle. So I also had Evan Neal as well going because, again, we assumed there would be more tackles coming off the board, and it just hasn't happened yet because the cornerbacks apparently were like what cornerbacks are, and that's little sneaky little devils coming into and messing up things. Look at Fracture One also say, I say Giants go Evan Neal, and Atlanta goes Willis. Yeah. But again, let's hope so, because I've been pretty wrong with some of these picks. But again, it's okay because these are, one, I don't get paid for this shit. But even if I did, you still gonna get wrong. Ain't nobody get this shit right. It's a draft for a reason. It's called an imperfect science. And I'm okay with that. I say this once, I say it a million times. The draft is not a guarantee on what you are going to be as a player in the league. The draft is an invitation to the party. And it's all dependent on you as an NFL player to figure out how long you will be able to stay at that party. You could be in the party for 3 years. You could be in the party for maybe 23, like some guy named Tom Brady. It's all determined on you and how much work you put in on and off the field as an NFL player. So with that being said, the New York Football Giants, their draft pick is in, and seems like they know what they want. They don't need to waste any time at all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm liking the way how this draft is already going when it comes to speed. Like, let's go ahead and let's speed this shit up. Ooh, I wish I was in Vegas right now because they lit over there. Ain't gonna lie, draft over here looking like a million-man march over there, boy. Look at all them folks. I mean, I would feel like, I would feel like the Giants would like to go uh, tackle here to, of course, keep Danny Dimes upright as our boy Ishmael. Boy Ishmael love him some Danny Dimes. So hopefully he can stay upright this season with some help from some type of offensive lineman that the New York Giants are going to select. And we will sit here and wait, figure out where the New York Giants are going. Evan Neal, tackle out of Bama. And, of course, Mr. Fracture Walnut hit it right on the head right there. He did say Evan Neal. And, again, looks like tackles are starting to come off the board. And now we go to Atlanta. What you want to do, Atlanta? What you want to do? They can go a lot of routes. I'm sorry, they can go a lot of different ways. They can make the selection, of course, here at number 8. And also, I'm going to give a shout out to NFL right quick before I finish this off. Shout out to NFL for making the first round each pick 7 minutes long. Because back in my day, my 2005 days watching the NFL draft, it feels like such a long time ago, Shanny. Back in my day, it was 15 minutes a pick. 15 minutes. I'm so happy that they literally have almost cut it in half. A little bit more than cut it in half. Because let's be real. If you don't know who the hell you drafted by now, you probably don't need to be an NFL GM, coach, or owner. That's all I'm saying. Look, you've had months to figure it out, and now all of a sudden you're gonna be like, you know what? It's 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go on the clock. Let's go ahead and let's just forget everything we talked about over the last 3 months. Let's go ahead and pull a wild card out the hat and just go ahead and get somebody we didn't even expect to get. What type of dumbass business planning is that? Like, think about that. Let's think about that. You working at a company and y'all doing this. Y'all been doing the same thing for like 2.5 months. Then all of a sudden, yeah, supervisor come and audit you, and all of a sudden, your boss tells you, "Hey, everything that you learned the last 2.5 months, we ain't doing none of that shit. We're gonna do something else." And you just like, there's some of these franchises out here. Some of these franchises. First one also says C will take Hamilton, I believe, and shock the world. And by C, I'm pretty sure he means Seattle. And if Seattle does that, then that means they'll be doing, of course, try to reestablish the LOB days. I mean, get that solid safety back there to be able to play quarterback back there. Kyle Hamilton, yes, he will fit right in there. I have Kyle Hamilton going, like I said, to the Texans at 13. Excuse me. Ish has him going at number 11 to the Washington Commanders. So, like Fracture Walnut said, hey, could Seattle shock the world or the draft and draft him top 10? Or could he fall out of the top 10? Of course, we'll sit here and wait and see, but it's rather interesting that these three teams coming back up. Coming up, and then of course you have the tail end, the Jets. I was about to talk about. The Falcons that have multiple needs on their team on both sides of the ball. You have Seattle, who's of course transitioning on from Russell Wilson and trying to, let's be real, trying to refine themselves again. Is Drew Lock the quarterback? I would think so. Maybe Seattle drafts the next quarterback for them. Maybe they draft Kenny Pickett, right? Maybe they draft Malik Willis. I don't know what Seattle's plan is moving forward. And then with the New York Giants, they can do some more damage and help out and what they're trying to get when it comes to, again, figure out what they're trying to do on either the defensive line side or maybe the linebackers. Or maybe they scoop up Nakobe Dean and be able to get that quarterback for the linebacking core. Uh-oh. Got us a trade alert, trade alert, trade alert, trade alert. Oh, no. I jumped the gun. My apologies, guys. My apologies. They were talking about the trade with Matt Ryan to the Colts. I messed that one up. But it's all good, though. We on deck. We got the trade alert button here. So, in times of trade coming out, I'm on it. About to discuss it. Hey, like Dirty Birds out there in Atlanta, they ready. One thing I will say about being a Falcons fan, you definitely got to be some of these franchises in the NFL. And look, we all know you definitely got to be die hard to be, Browns fan, a Lions fan, a Cardinals fan, a Texans fan. Who else? Jaguars fan. Like I said, some of these franchises, you got to be a diehard fan. There you go. What looked like, speaking of Drake, like Drake won him some money. It was like he won that deal when it comes to Drake London being the first wide receiver come off the board. And Drake London also pairs up with Kyle Pitts in that wide receiving core. And that's going to be nice to watch. Atlanta, again, with the transitional quarterback from Marcus Mariota to whoever is coming in after Marcus. They got you some weapons. Let's remember, of course, they did draft Kyle Ridley a couple years ago, but it seems like they will be moving on from Kyle Ridley soon. And looks like Drake London could be the next Mike Evans for The Falcons also, of course, the next Julio Jones, a wide receiver that's dependable, that's big, that's tough, that can make contestant 50-50 ball catches. Um, I think Drake London is a very good pick for the Falcons. Um, but again, what direction are you going? Which the Falcons after Marcus Mariota is not the quarterback. I mean, yeah, not the quarterback there anymore because um, I don't think Marcus Mariota honestly is going to be there for more than 2 or 3 years. To be completely honest, just because of injuries and just age. I feel like sooner or later Marcus Mariota will be moving forward from the Falcons. And what are you going to do after that, Falcons? You're going to come in and bring in. Are you going to bring in a proven vet? Or are you going to bring in, the quarterback for the future? It'd be interesting to see what happens with that. Fraction one else says Drake. Who gonna throw him the ball? Well, again, like I said, we do have Marcus Mariota, and like I just spoke about him before. As much as I love me some Marcus is a guy that is injury riddled. He got hurt playing with the Raiders last year as well too, and only playing a couple of snaps. So for Atlanta to give him an opportunity to come out and play is very bold on Atlanta, and it'll be interesting to see again moving forward what happens with Atlanta. Are they going to stick with Marcus Mariota in this Arthur Blank system, or sooner or later just going to scrap all of it, and just start over? Um, it's interesting. Seattle up on the clock. 5.5 left to go until their decision. Let's see if they shock the world like Fracture Walnut says that they're going to do, and maybe draft Kyle Hamilton. But we'll see. Sauce Gardner. Not gonna lie, dude. I just love me the name Sauce Gardner. I mean, it's swag, baby. That's swag right there. I mean, Sauce is the boss. At number 8 for the Falcons, I did have Mr. Lindenbaum going there at number 8, but didn't happen. And number 8, Ish had Derek Stingley Jr. Of course, we saw he got scooped up by the Texans. And shout out to Fracture Walnut. He asks, "Hi, but how have I been? I've been great." He asks, "How's the baby?" The baby is amazing. Just give y'all a heads up, she might be making an appearance tonight. So I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all tune in long enough, she might make a little an appearance if she ain't acting too crazy. So everything's good. Just we grinding out here. We working. We grinding every day, getting better every day. That's just what it's about. Nothing too crazy, and just trying to be a great father on my end and a great husband. All right, but again, nobody tuning in to care about me and what I do on my off time. We're talking about football here. That's what people came to do. People can't talk about. We'll talk about the family stuff outside of here. That's no problems at all, of course. But I know again everybody came to talk about some football. So number 9, Seattle still up. 3 minutes left to go until they make their decision. I don't know where they go. To be completely honest, I'm kind of stumped right now. Kind of kerfunkled. A little kerfunkled, Sometimes you gotta throw that kerfunkled in there from time to time. Let them know some words. Cause we kerfunkling it up. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks pick is in. And I'm rather interested to see where they go with this. And of course, they are speaking on the Seattle and the Broncos trade. Of course, Russell Wilson, of course, being moved to Seattle. Lord, I can't talk right now. Russell Wilson being moved to Denver, and Seattle collecting their bag from Russell Wilson. Quarterback Drew Lock, tight end Noah Fant, and defensive end Shelby Harris with the 9th overall pick, which they're about to make the selection. Of course, 2022 pick, and another pick after that as well. So hey, Seattle, it's on you. It's on y'all to let's be real, to try to, with the package, with the whole package you got, try to be able to get a collective amount of talent that you get in that package that you were able to get from Russell Wilson. Is it possible? It is, because of what they were able to get. Can they do it? It's on them. It's on them. We don't know. We have to, of course, wait and see. So, with that being said, the pick is in for the Seattle Seahawks, and Mr. Goodell is walking up to the podium at this moment. All right. Looks like they are rebuilding the offensive line and go with a safe pick with Mr. Charles Cross out of Mississippi State. Fracture Walnut says replacing Brown at tackle. Yep. And of course, get you an, if you ever need some help on the line, get you an SEC boy or Big Ten Iowa boy. I did have position right. For my mock draft, I had Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan. Obviously, that didn't happen, and Ish had Trent McDuffie, cornerback out of Washington, going to Seattle. So it just goes to show you, hey, we got plenty of talent still left on the board. I think there's plenty of talent at all positions still. That's still available, of course, for the first round. So New York Jets are up with 5.5 left to go until they make their selection. Remember, again, we have 7 teams with 2 first-round draft picks. So you'll see some of these teams come up rather frequently in the first round. No hate, just make sure you hit on these picks. I do know I'm about to get this haircut though. It's gonna be taken care of this weekend. I will say that. Over here looking like Chia Pet. Boy, Louis Ridley guy here looking sharp in that red suit, boy. Out here looking like a black Santa Claus. Out here delivering $1 million treats to these first round draft picks. The New York Jets pick is in. They were able to get this draft pick at number 10 because they traded away Jamal Adams to the Seattle Seahawks. Gotta love how things come full circle, huh? Seahawks, of course, were able to get their selection number 9 because of a trade, and right behind them, the Jets were able to get this pick because of a trade to Seattle. So that's just how the business of the NFL works sometimes. I'm gonna let y'all know straight up. Should be no reason why white folks should have dreads. You wanna know why? Because your hair is very nice and fine. It should never bunch up. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I like my show and I don't want to get canceled for nothing stupid. So, with that being said, if you have dreads, I hope you are a certain melanin. That's just my opinion. Alrighty then, Fresh Wild also says they got to go defensive line here to beef up the defense. You would think so. The question is, where do you go? What position or what player do you select? Because at the moment, we didn't have our defensive ends are used up on our draft board. Maybe Jordan Davis. Ohio State. Ish had Garrett Wilson going 13 to the Texans. I had Derek Wilson going number 0 because I didn't have him going in the first round. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. Number 16 to the Saints. My bad. I had number 16 to the Saints. He gets drafted a little bit higher than expected. Seems like the Jets knew what they want. They like what they saw in Ohio State, and they went with ooh. And it looks like the Jets again are making some legit picks. Not mad at it, and hopefully they can keep on building on what they're doing, and hopefully we get a better Jets. Look, when the Jets are good, the NFL is good. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. Fracture One also says, but I was wrong. Gotta love the draft as always because again, you just never know, man. You just never know. It's a domino effect. I know I keep saying the same things, but it's hard for me to get away from it. It's just it is what it is, and now you gotta figure out. All right, what's next? What's next? Where we going next? I do like the suit, though. I will say I like the suit, looking real Cruella de Vil-ish. I'm not mad at it at all. See, here's the thing. Here's the kicker y'all don't really understand, though. The thing about getting drafted to some of these teams is not about getting drafted to the team and trying to stay there forever. I'm talking about these bad teams. I'm talking about the Lions, the Jets, the Browns. It's about trying to play there and getting the hell out of there as you can. If you can play there and be successful and then get the hell out, that is the best bet for you. And, of course, another team I was about to talk about when it comes to hurry up and getting the hell out. The Washington Commanders segue right into my conversation. So I appreciate you, Washington Commanders. Looks like. Yep, we had it about time. Look, hey, we got it. First trade alert. First trade alert. First trade alert. Looks like the Washington football team, or I should say, my bad, Washington Commanders, said it all right the whole time. Now all of a sudden I can't say it right. Have traded their number 11 pick to the New Orleans Saints. Speaking of New Orleans, I am down for some New Orleans cooking real soon because that is some of the best food. If you ever go down to New Orleans and go get you some food, but them char grilled oysters, you're welcome. That etouffee, all that good stuff. That's where you need to go. That's where you need to go. New Orleans, be like Zion, and of course gain a couple pounds. Not too much, just gain a couple pounds, and then work it off in the gym somewhere. But if I'm gonna gain some weight, I'm eating in New Orleans. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking my L when it comes to getting nice and thick in New Orleans. But yeah, like I said, we do have a trade alert. Trade alert. Washington Commanders have traded their number 11 pick to the New Orleans Saints. So we'll see what the New Orleans Saints are thinking. What are they coming in here for? What are they doing? They re-signed Jameis, so it's not like they're trying to get a quarterback. Are they trying to get somebody to protect Jameis? Are they trying to get a lineman? Are they trying to get another wide receiver to pair with Michael Thomas and Taysom Hill at tight end in the crew? Are they trying to do that? Are they seeing something that we're not seeing on the defensive side? Are they trying to get the Kobe Dean? Are they trying to get another defensive anchor there on the defensive side of the ball to help out with Cam Jordan? Cam Jordan can't do it all, so what are the Saints thinking right here? I'm very interested to see why the Saints wanted to go ahead and just move on up from number 16, or maybe it was the number 19 pick. I gotta go double check when they bring this up. I gotta double check what pick they gave away because they do have two picks as well in the first round. They had a 16th and they have the 19th pick. So I have to let me go check I'm gonna check for y'all. Let me check this out. Yep, nobody wants me to be great right now. They don't want me to see what I want to see right now. It's fine. It'll pop up shortly, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, New Orleans Saints pick is in at number 11. Okay, looks like I'm not the only one that don't have the details. Looks like the people that's covering the draft don't even have the details. So we'll just sit and wait a little bit. Once I get the details, of course, I'll let y'all know as well. But yeah, it looks like Saints were able to work out a deal with the Washington Commanders, and we'll see where the Saints are going with this number 11 pick in the draft. Tony Gonzalez.
The NFL Draft is a time of optimism for all 32 teams and their fans.
Tony Gonzalez and Austin Eckler.
Tonight, when we announce the 2022 schedule on May 12th. This year's schedule will have a new twist, as our Thursday night games will be carried by a new partner, Amazon Prime Video. Joining me are Chargers and Chiefs season ticket members Jane Debo and Moose Felt. Also here is Pro Football Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, who will be part of the Prime Video broadcast team. Congratulations, Tony. Thanks, Roger. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Good. Tell you what, I am excited to be part of this broadcasting crew for Amazon. You may recognize this guy right here next to me. He's going to be helping me make this announcement for Prime Video, which will be airing on week 2 of the NFL season, September 15th. Los Angeles running back Austin Eckler.
Of course, as always, we're running ads during the damn draft, so we're listening to a damn Amazon ad during the draft coming from Tony Gonzalez. That's what's holding up the pick. I'm gonna need y'all to say the goddamn pick. Let's go.
Look, it doesn't get much better than this. It doesn't get much better than this. Thursday night football. You got two high-powered teams battling it out. It's going to be epic. It's going to be an amazing thing. Even if you don't rock with the Chargers or Chiefs, I know you got me on your fantasy team, so there's no point in not watching. It's going to be awesome. I'll tell you what, we're looking forward.
I don't know if I have Prime Video or not, but I do know that game gonna get watched some way. That's what I do know. I don't know if I have Prime or not, but gonna get watched. Patrick Mahomes versus the young gun, Mr. Justin Herbert, on Thursday, primetime television on Amazon. I know Amazon trying to find a way to get folks to go over there and watch their streaming service, but I ain't paying. I'm telling you right now. If I gotta pay, I ain't paying. If we already got it, cool.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Chris Olave, wide receiver.
Wide receiver. They go wide receiver, like I thought they might.
Used to say about another Buckeyes wide receiver, all he does is catch touchdowns. He caught 35 in 4 seasons, most in Ohio State history, breaking David Boston's record of 34. Now, back-to-back.
Looks like the Ohio State wide receivers are going off the board. I honestly knew that Chris Olave wouldn't drop all the way down to the Texans, but I'm sorry, to the Titans. But I was hoping he would. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I had Olave going to the Chargers actually at 17. Ish had Olave going number 28 to the Green Bay Packers. My bad, it's blacked out. To the Green Bay Packers. Fracture One asks who's going to throw him the ball. Well, y'all going to stop being disrespectful. Y'all going to stop being disrespectful to Jameis, all right? We're going to talk about him the upcoming season. Jameis got some targets to throw to now, okay? Okay, y'all better watch out for the New Orleans Saints. They're gonna go marching in, and the Saints play the Tennessee Titans this upcoming season. I might have to make a stop to the New Orleans to go see that game. Might have to figure something out. We'll see what happens. Yes, they did fracture water. Yes, they did. Lions just made a trade. We got another one. Trade alert. Trade alert. Trade alert. What you got, Detroit? What you got, Detroit? Where we going, Detroit? Where we going, Detroit? Trade alert! Trade alert! Trade alert! We got a trade, baby! All right, Detroit, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do, Motor City? Are they really going? Are they going Malik Willis? Are they really gonna go Malik Willis? Lions about to steal Hamilton from the Texans. Are they? Are they? Is Malik Willis gonna be waiting in that green room a little bit longer than he thought he was? They could be. They could be, but I don't know if I saw any quarterbacks' phones ringing. You remember if you watch drafts in the past, sometimes you do get an opportunity to see a player on the phone with representative. You don't know who it is on the other line, but sometimes they're able to catch the player being able to talk to most of the time it's the owner or the GM that's making that call to the player, letting them know that we're about to draft you. I don't think they. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they're going quarterback. They really need to stop showing that so they can keep surprising for the fans. For the fans. Oh, here we go. This Lions Vikings trade updates. The Lions were able to get the 12th overall pick. The Vikings get the 32nd, the 34th, and a 2022 third round pick. Looks like the Minnesota Vikings will be making that last pick in the draft in the first round instead of the Lions. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, wasn't expecting that. Well, looks like we got another curveball out here. Fractal said I want the Texans to take the kid out of Bama instead, to be honest, and looks like, unfortunately, the Lions took it right from my boy Fractured Walnut and Jameson Williams. He's a hell of a player. Unfortunately, he just was a guy that got hurt last year and wasn't able to really able to show how great he could have been in college. But who knows? That might give him even more motivation in the league to be great. He's in a conference with. He's in a division with a guy like Justin Jefferson. Of course, used to be Devontae Adams in that division. Is now, of course, in Las Vegas, maybe in the next couple of years, you could be Jameson Williams and Justin Jefferson being those two guys that are those main receivers, in that division when it comes to who could be there for the next 10 plus years. But surprisingly, the Lions find a way to actually pick some decent wide receivers. So maybe this is another one. Time will tell. It always does. But not mad at the pick. Not mad at the pick. Looks like Ish had Jameson Williams going number 16 to the Saints. I had him going only due to injury. I have him going 21 to the Patriots. I thought he would fall just due to his injury. And honestly, if it was for his injury, who knows? Maybe he'd probably go top. He might have been the first wide receiver drafted. Maybe. So. Ooh, there we go. Hey, the draft right there. The draft is interesting. Can you pick it to the Eagles? Sorry, Hurts, for your time has come. I'll be honest with you on this one. I hear a lot of good things coming out of Philadelphia about Jalen Hurts, and I think they're going to actually give him an opportunity. And with this draft class not being a great quarterback draft class, I think it spares Jalen Hurts at least this year. And I don't think they go Kenny Pickett. Of course, it'd be easy to make that decision. A Pittsburgh guy making the transition from Pittsburgh to Philly, staying in the same state. But I think Philadelphia is going to do right by Jalen Hurts. I could be wrong. I could be the naive one, but we're going to see very, very soon what happens and who the Eagles pick because the pick is in. But I think the Eagles give Jalen Hurts one more year. One more year. All right. Once we get to about 15 picks, we'll recap the picks so far in this draft. Yeah, one thing I gotta agree with Fracture Water on this one. Y'all can't be saying the pick is in and then take another 7 minutes to say the goddamn pick. Like, come on, y'all got. I'm old, man. I can't be out here watching no draft till 11:30, bro. I got shit to do. Got shit to do.
Your happiest spring starts at Lowe's. Experience all the deals at SpringFest. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. $6 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind.
We've been on live. The stream has been on for about an hour and 20 minutes so far. Honestly, don't even feel like it's been that long. We've just been talking football. It's been pretty, pretty easy for me when it comes to talking for an hour plus long about football is what I do pretty much. But Fracture One also asks, "You ready for Doctor Strange?" I'm happy you asked that. I am a guy. I will take this L. I'm a guy that haven't watched all of the Doctor Strange like that, but them hoes are fire though. I'm sorry. He as a Marvel character is fire. He had a fire part in the new Spider-Man. And my wife is somebody that's very, very a very big Doctor Strange person. Even though Iron Man is her favorite Marvel character, she fucks with Doctor Strange. So because she fucks with Doctor Strange, I have to hop on it too, and I gotta find a way to make sure I watch all the movies before this one comes out. Because Doctor Strange is I think he's one of the Marvel characters that don't get the recognition that he deserves. He probably seemed like as a sidekick type of character, but he's definitely a main guy in any type of way. He's definitely a main guy type of way. But Man, they're replaying these draft hugs and recaps, and uh, the energy that these guys are bringing is very lit, as the young folks like to say. All right, so with this Eagles Texans trade that just happened, got another one. We got another one. Trade alert! Trade alert! Trade alert! Eagles and the Texans are trading for the Eagles to go up. The Texans are coming down just 2 spots. So what? All right, do they know something we don't? I mean, because are the Eagles trying to make sure that they get their guy right now? Because if you maybe you think you could wait a couple more picks to get your guy at 15, but they moved up to get whoever they're trying to get right now. That's pretty interesting to me to see that they wanted to go from 15 to 13, but you know, Fracture Walnut also says K Texans like the picks they got. So maybe the Eagles moved up to maybe get Kyle Hamilton, because maybe the Texans might have been eyeing him as well too, and it takes the Texans back to make an even better pick at 15. I want to see how this works out. I'm thinking they want Willis, and they are just waiting on him and seeing who will want to trade up.
The Houston Texans have traded the 13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis.
Oh, big boy. Big boy. Jordan Davis out of Georgia goes 13th to the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a game wrecker right here. This is a guy that can definitely be a cornerstone defensive player for the Eagles. And man, he's amazing to watch because of how he is 6'6", 340. I mean, he runs very, very well. He can run sideline to sideline. Hey, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Also, Fracture One also says I'm ahead of you by like 30 seconds on the broadcast. Hey, it's all good. I'm on the Amazon Fire Stick right now, so it might be a little delay. It's all good. It is what it is. Fracture One says that's a good pick for the Eagles. A good plug in the middle. I definitely agree with you on that. He's definitely a guy that can help. There we go. They're showing some film of him chasing down a quarterback, because that's just how it shows how athletic he is. But I definitely agree. He can. I think he's an athletic Vita Veda. If Vita Veda didn't have the gut, he would be Jordan Davis. If Jordan Davis wasn't in shape, he'd be Vita Veda. So that's where we're at right now. But shout out to Jordan Davis. I hope he's able to make a home in Philly and enjoy you some. Get it. Make you some delicious foods out there Enjoy that them cheesesteaks. Baltimore Ravens. They are on the clock, and it looks like their pick is in, but knowing them, it'll take another 10 minutes to put the pick in. So we'll talk about at the 13th pick, when the Texans were drafting, we had for myself, I had Kyle Hamilton going at 13. Ish had Garrett Wilson going at 13. Uh, yeah, that is one thing that they're showing right now in the draft when it comes to Jordan Davis's stamina and just how he was not a guy that can play all through these three downs. Maybe he comes in for two downs, a series, and that's okay for the Eagles. Maybe that's what they want. But maybe that's not what you get in the first round. Maybe that's something you want to get towards the end of the first round, second round, maybe. But because of just how unique of a talent that he is, I think the Eagles said, "Hey, let's hop on him before somebody else does." But to be completely honest, I think the Eagles could have stayed at 15 and got him. Like I don't think Jordan Davis was a guy that people were just that highly on in their draft boards. But it's interesting. Fresh Wellness says, LL come NFL first to the mic at the beginning now with the slow picks. Yep. You ain't lying on that. They had these picks off quick, and then all of a sudden they got, hey, it's TV time. You know how that shit go. They got to make sure they get their TV dollars. Yep, pick is still not in. Pick is in, but it's still not in. Overall, though, I will say it's a little bit faster than usual, though. A lot fast. We almost halfway through, and the draft only been going on for about an hour and 40-ish minutes. So I'm not mad at that. I don't mind getting out of here, 3 hours for the draft, because usually it's take about 4 hours. Ravens could do what they do best and get these defensive players and get you a Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, for me, I feel like getting a safety would be something that is safe to do for the Baltimore Ravens. That's their mo. Defensive guys, hard hitter, smart guy, and of course, he could be mentored, hopefully, maybe by a guy named Ed Reed, and maybe can usher in the next generation of great defensive players for the Baltimore Ravens. Yep, Kyle Hamilton from the Notre Dame, as I kind of expected. Hey, sooner or later he was coming off the board. Just didn't know when. I had Kyle Hamilton going 13. He went 14. Had Sauce going here to the Ravens. Ish had Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah, going to the Ravens. So looks like we were right on the defensive part. It looks like the Ravens did what they do, which is, get defensive players. And it looks like Houston Texans know who they want. We know they're not going quarterback, right? I mean, Davis Mills is the future, right? So you're not like you're getting Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis. some of the better wide receivers have come off the board, so I don't think you're going wide receiver. Are we beefing up the line? There's plenty of offensive linemen still available. Are we going that route? I feel like maybe it would be a smart way to go is to go offensive line. Um, but hey, so far right now, he was able to get Derek Stingley, which is a great pick and also eye raising. So maybe you could do it again and maybe get somebody that we're not expecting to get. A Kenyon Green, Texas A&M, right down the street. Fracture want to ask me, who do you think the Texans going to go with here? I can't think what they will do. I mean, it looks like we're kind of on the same page there. Fracture, we all know when it comes to, I don't know. Like, I mean, if anything, I should be asking you this question. You, the Texan fan, I don't. I'm see. That's why it confuses me because you trade back when you should have stayed maybe at 13 to get this guy right here, Kyle Hamilton. But you don't get him. Okay, so what direction are you going? Again, a lot of the defensive players that we thought would go are gone so far. Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley, of course, Texans have got him. Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, of course, Thibodeau, but also Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean, I think would be a great pickup. The Texans need a leader. The Texans need a leader on the defensive side right now because of I think the departure of Reed. They need a leader, and Nakobe Dean would make sense at this choice to me. Other than that, I'm rather stump. Always go with the safe pick and get offensive lineman. So. Yep. I ain't saying I called it. But I did just say it. That boy excited as hell to be a Texan though. All right, Fracture. Let me hear how you feel about this pick. You like it? What about the kid out of Florida State, the defensive end? Yes. Jesus, what's his name? I know who you're talking about. I don't have it right now on me, but Jermaine Johnson the second. Yes, Jermaine Johnson. Yes, he's a bad boy. Ish has him going 29 to the Chiefs. Of course, his team. I actually don't have him being drafted in the first round, but it wouldn't surprise me if he does go first round. I just don't have him going first round. But, we'll see what happens. Fresh One also says, I said the same thing. At least he won't be far from home. Yes, sir. Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised Kenyon Green probably from Houston. Let me look it up right quick. I'm going to do some Google research right quick and see where Kenyon Green from. Trying to do the Google research. Give me a second. I, I wouldn't be surprised if he's from Houston. Going to A&M right down the street. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Humble, Texas. Right in good old Humble, Texas. And if you're from Houston, you know we don't say the H in humble. It might look like humble, but it's definitely humble. Alrighty then. Suburb of Houston, Texas. So yeah, he definitely ain't far. He gonna have plenty of family members come to the game. You already know Texas gonna sell tickets. They gonna sell tickets. That's what they do. Might not win a lot of games, but they gonna sell some tickets. Fresh One also says, I don't know who he is, to be honest. I gotta do some research, but he is from Humble. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is. Yeah, he's a. I mean, he was projected to go in this. Actually, he was projected to go mid first anyway. So, I mean, he fell where he was supposed to fall. Let's see. Looks like Ish had him at 23 going to the Card. I'm sorry, I had him at 23 going to the Cardinals. Let's see. Ish. Yeah, looks like we have one that I knew sooner or later Ish was gonna get one. Looked like Ish didn't even have him going in the first round period. So, yeah, this is a guy that, maybe shocked some people's draft boards. Maybe a lot of people wasn't maybe expecting for him to go first round or mid first round or whatever. So, just due to I'm not even gonna say it, but just due to the D effect. I'm not even gonna say the D. It's created where we are at now. So. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this pick in Washington Commanders. Go ahead and get this pick in rather soon than later. We halfway through. Baby. Pickett and Willis becoming day 2 gems. Ooh. Now, that's a great question because let's be real. I don't know about how everybody else feels, but I always looked at Willis as a boomer bust type of prospect when it comes to he could be a very good player or he could be a backup for most of his life. I talked about it on the mock draft show that we had. I just can't take what he did at Liberty seriously when it comes to projecting in the NFL. Same way I feel about Carson Wentz playing in North Dakota State. The only person that I saw at the time, and you can call me crazy, but the proof was already in the pudding. He was. Oh, yes. Oh, well, I'll finish this up right quick before I talk about that. But the only person that that's where I was at. But I'm gonna say my bad. I'm gonna say what I just saw right now. Apparently, Hollywood Brown has just been traded. Like Hollywood Marcus Brown has been traded to the Cardinals, and that's weird because trade alert, yes sir, trade alert. Hollywood Brown just got traded. That's weird. We'll talk about that after this pick. Wow, very surprised that Jahan Dotson went at number 16, mid-first round. I had Jahan Dotson going actually 28 to the Packers, and Ish did not have him going first round period. So, again, hey, it goes to show you, everybody draft board is not perfect, and it's getting weirder and weirder because that's wow. I'm getting some news right now, and I don't know how true it is. Because if it is true, I might have to give up on football the rest of my life. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on this before I say this is actually what just happened. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for more reports to come out because I'm about to blow a gasket. About to blow a gasket right now. So Chargers, what are they going to do in this position? I had them picking Chris Olave, and Ish had them taking Benhard Raman at tackle out of Central Michigan. Zion Johnson, oh Lord. He was a guy that I was hoping maybe could fall to the Titans. Zion Johnson doesn't look like the Chargers are going to let him get away like that. A great pickup for Mr. Herbert to have some protection back there. A great pick by the Chargers. Great pick by the Chargers. Man, that's great. Um, it's true. He's saying he's sorry. It's true, but Pick is going to New Orleans. He could, but we'll see what happens. Looks like the Titans. Looks like the Titans just traded for the number 18th pick. You are correct. Trade alert! Trade alert! Trade alert! We got the Philadelphia Eagles trading to Tennessee Titans. Yeah, it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles out here wanting to I guess collect more of these picks and have no problems moving back. Yeah, so looks like it's true. Yeah. Oh, looks like I got me a phone call from our co-host. Hello, co-host. You're on speakerphone, and yes, I just heard the news, and I'm probably about to go jump off a building. Yeah, yeah. This is I'm about to just end this show right now because there's no point in me even doing this.
Um, so my question for you is, all the first round wide receivers have been selected.
Yep.
Why, why make that trade to get the 18th pick when there aren't any wide receivers available for that pick?
Ish.
Unless you're reaching for a wide receiver.
I have no idea, honestly.
I mean, the AFC South is terrible.
Yeah, I'm pretty done with this thing we call football. I'm
Man, Christine's got to be loving this right now.
yeah. This is what you call a fuck me. It's what you call a fuck me right now. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I just wanted to get your thoughts on what was going on with that trade, because it doesn't make sense to me at all, and I'm interested to see who this pick is here at number 18.
Yeah. This is it's not fun.
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter who the pick is. They lost the trade, but we'll wait and we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not watching football anymore. Well, good thing for me, I can go ahead and spend my time doing other things besides watching football because I'm done.
Yeah, I'll get back to you in a little bit here.
Yeah. This is cool. I'll talk to you later, sir. All right. Bye, sir. Well, if you heard that conversation, of course, that was my co-host Ishmael chiming in and asking me about the trade. I really don't know what to say. At first, to be honest with you, I thought it was a joke. Because who the fuck does things like that, you know? Who trades away their best wide receiver they've ever had and moves them along? I don't know. I really don't know. But I will say after this pick, about to go get me some food. We get an 18th overall pick and a 3rd round pick in next year's draft. I'm sorry, in this year's draft. It's not good enough. I honestly don't know what to say right now. I'm pretty lost for words, so just going to just not gonna watch football anymore. Honestly, I'm just gonna go crawl in a hole and go cry. Yep. Well. All I know is if we get a goddamn lineman, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw this goddamn fucking laptop. Traylon Burks is a pretty damn good wide receiver playing out of Arkansas. He doesn't get as much publicity as, of course, the Alabama wide receivers or anybody else, but he's a damn good wide receiver. Is he A.J. Brown? Of course, we'll see. He played in the SEC just like A.J. Brown. And, of course, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so I'm not gonna go jump off a building just yet. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. But I'm about to go make me a plate. So let me go put my food in the oven right quick. I'll be right back. Woo! The Saints are on the clock.
With the 19th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning, tackle, Northern Iowa.
I had Mr. Penning going in the first round. It's funny that he goes to the Saints because guess what? I had to pick them right there to go to the Saints. Ah, I got one. Oh, my bad. I hope I ain't too loud for people that's watching me out there. Well, I'm talking about my wife. My bad. My bad, babe. Ish had Jordan Davis going at 19 to the Saints. I think that he fits for what the Saints need, and as you can see, the highlights, the mauler, the guy that needs to make the rest of the offensive line get some nuts on them. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, some of these guys, offensive linemen, are a little soft. Just it is what it is. And another Iowa guy that might also have a chip on his shoulder. Hopefully, he can come in there and wreak a little havoc. Fracture One says if Pickett or Willis don't get by Pitt, they will be day 2 gems. Yeah, looking like it right now. Fracture One. This is a draft that wasn't very quarterback friendly, and it's looking like it. Be right back. Had to give me a meal there right quick. Had to give me a meal. Give me a second, my bad. I'm hungry too, man. I'm hungry. Ugh. All right, I'm back. Okay. Had to give me some food in me. I'm dying. We almost done with the draft though for first round. We on number 20. Steelers pick is in, but we know it ain't gonna come in for 3 more minutes. So with that being said, let's recap the first round so far. Number 1, you have Trayvon Walker. Number 2, Aiden Hutchinson. Got a Michigan. Number 3, Derek Stingley Jr. LSU. Number 4, Ahmad Sauce Gardner. From Cincinnati. Number 5, Kayvon Thibodeau. Number 6, Akeem Anu, North Carolina State. Number 7, Evan Neal. Number 8, Drake London. Number 9, Charles Cross. Number 10, Garrett Wilson. Number 11, Chris Olave. Number 12, Jameson Williams. Number 13, Jordan Davis. And also, and number 14, Kyle Hamilton. Number 15, Keon Green. Number 16, Jahan Dotson. Number 17, Zion Johnson. Number 18, Treylon Burks. Number 19, Trevor Penning out of North Iowa University. All right. So with that being said, like I said, we are almost done with this first round. Fracture One also says, I take that back. There are some teams out there, but it ain't worked the first round of this year. The reason why he said that is because he said nobody truly needs a quarterback other than Pittsburgh. I feel bad for those guys all hype and think you're getting picked higher all down the drain. Yeah, it's hey, that's the business of this sport.
Here with us tonight to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that moment and to announce the pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Please welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer Ringo Hill. Oh my God! Hello, Las Vegas! Wow! I love this. With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett, quarterback.
Wow. Wow. I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised. I wasn't thinking they were going with Pickett. I mean, a lot of the narratives were saying that that Mike Tomlin loved him some Malik Willis, and looks like as an organization they want to go elsewhere. So. Yeah. So it looks like we're surprised yet again, Fracture Walnut. Looks like Kenny Pickett has gone in the first round. Looks like he won't be a day two gem. Looks like he'll be a first rounder, and I compare him to Matt Jones when it comes to falling into a system that works to your skill set. Just because you're not the greatest quarterback doesn't mean you can't be a great quarterback for a franchise that works with you. And it could work out for Kenny Pickett. Do we have a trade? Okay. Whoever was doing the graphics obviously was a little button friendly over there. Looks like the Kansas City Chiefs pick is in. So we'll wait another 10 minutes for the Kansas City pick to come in. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and sponsor this episode by Hank Hill's Propane and Propane Accessories. You know what they say. Taste the meat, not the heat. And with that being said, Surely about to enjoy this steak. Made with propane. That's how I like it. Please stop showing Booger McFarland's hands on TV. I will say this steak is delicious, though. The Chiefs at 21. What direction do they go? Seems as though a lot of the wide receivers that maybe could have replaced or helped replace Tyreek Hill are gone at the moment. Do you beef up the offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised at all if Chiefs go to offensive line. But, of course, gotta wait and see. Let's see. Oh. Looks like we have another trade alert, trade alert, trade alert. The Chiefs have traded with the New England Patriots, and now they have the number 21 pick. Patriots get the 29 pick and the 34th round draft pick of this year's draft. Fracture one action. Jermaine Johnson could. Ish had him going at 29 to the Chiefs. Maybe they moved up. Oh. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Well, actually, let me take that back. I did have him going to the Chiefs, but I have him going number 30. Ish had Trent McDuffie going to the Seattle Seahawks at number 9. So it looks like Ish maybe overrated him just a little bit on the draft board. I might have maybe had him a little bit lower, going at 30, but looks like he went to the right team. As in, I picked him to go to the Chiefs. He went to the Chiefs as a little bit higher. Excuse me. I'm assuming they're looking at him not just like Tyrann Mathieu, but a resemblance like Tyrann Mathieu. The way he plays very physical, coming off the edge as a joker type of position player. And the best thing about these defensive players nowadays, if you're able to cover. Babies are not too happy right now. But if you're able to be a defensive player and cover multiple positions on the offensive side of the ball, you'll be able to be a hot commodity. If you tuning into the draft, apparently the babies that are on the show right now are not too happy. But hey, that's a part of the draft. People are happy, people are excited, and you definitely should celebrate when you get drafted, because it is a great achievement, and you also just change your life, the rest of your life. All right, we had the Packers at 22. Fracture Wanda says cornerback to help with the loss of Honey Badger and the kid out at FSU going to the Pats. It looks like Fracture Wanda is all in on Jermaine Johnson from FSU. The interesting thing will be, where is he going to fall in the draft? Where is he going to go? Wherever he goes, Fracture Wanda is going to say he called it. That's where he goes. Facts. Facts.
You mentioned Jermaine Johnson. He is by a wide margin the highest ranked player on Mel's board who is still available. He is the pass rusher out of Florida State. Let's see if that's the direction they go. The Packers have 2 picks as we continue this night in the first round. Here's the first with the 22nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Green Bay Packers select Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Hold the fuck up. How in the fuck Quay Walker get drafted before Nakobe Dean? That's an interesting pick to me. That's an interesting pick. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too sold on that pick. Not too sold. Buffalo Bill, gotta try to lurk, try to lurk, try to lurk.
You're watching the 2022 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
So, looking at free Samsung Galaxy S22 when you trade your Galaxy. Any year, any
Woo! Let's hurry this draft up. We almost done, NFL. Let's go. Let's go. Before, we can get done with this maybe by 10:15. I'm okay with that. Because I got stuff to do today. I got stuff to do. Thank you, NFL, for listening to me. I was not trying to be on here until 11:30. I feel like Peyton Manning on Monday Night Football. Over here eating and shit. And got Eli over here in my face talking about me eating. Don't worry about what I do, Eli. I'm trying to eat.
When you order the all-new deluxe 3 cheese and bacon omelet, you get a smile on your face. Only from Join the rewards program and earn double pan coins with any omelet purchase.
What if you were a global energy company with operations in Scotland, technologists in India, and customers all on different systems? You need to pull it together. So you call in IBM and Red Hat to create an open hybrid cloud platform. Now data
So yeah, the Buffalo Bills trading,
and your digital transformation new ways to
trading. They have the Arizona Cardinals trading their pick to the Buffalo Bills. What are the Buffalo Bills trying to do here?
let's create.
Maybe this is where Jermaine Johnson goes. Maybe Buffalo. We know they're not going quarterback. We know that.
Electric, made extraordinary. Ingenuity, emotion. It listens, learns, adapts, and anticipates your every need. With intelligence,
Hey,
but not official.
that home cooked delicious meal from my wife's mother. Appreciate you. It's all love. I appreciate you. I can taste the love in it. It's delicioso. But seriously though, the NFL, let's hurry this shit up. I got shit to do tonight.
We're back on ESPN's coverage of the draft, and delivered by Pizza Hut. It has been a nightmare performance for wide receivers. Six of them have heard their names called in all of this time in the history of the mock draft. And six receivers went in the first 20 picks. In fact, they all went in the top 18. So a remarkable night, and we still have the players here that we expect to hear their names called tonight. The Green Bay Packers handed out opportunities they won a few moments ago. So the Packers selected instead Quay Walker, the linebacker, and of course a bunch of receivers. Players tonight. And next step should
Well, definitely look like gonna be some folks in the green room tonight. The real question is do you come back tomorrow? Are you gonna have some folks come back tomorrow and be there and wait for the name to be called, or are they gonna say fuck it, I'm going home? I actually had the Bills taking Treylon Burks at 25. Of course, he didn't. Of course, he didn't fall that far back. All right, Buffalo. 22, what you got for? I'm sorry, 23, what you got for us? Definitely wasn't expecting that one. Watching the film, it looks really good. Not gonna lie, the film looks good. What I want to see him and Mr. Diggs go go at each other in practice. That's what I really want to see. See how good the young cat really is. Cowboys are number 24 pick. Let's see what direction they want to go. Number 25, Baltimore got that pick from Buffalo.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado didn't have the fighting spirit to draw his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if you listen to those who said you needed art to create, you never would have perfected the street code that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him art. Whatever, who for those who are fighting spirit.
Get any size soft drink for just $1 right now at McDonald's.
Want a worry-free way to kill bugs? SIVO traps use light, not odors or chemical insecticides, to attract and trap flying insects. They work continuously, so you don't have to. ZIVO. People-friendly, bug-deadly. Because you're forever connected by love. Too touchy.
With Baltimore having the number 25 pick in the draft.
This Mother's Day,
And then with them also trading Hollywood Brown. Do they try to go offense at this pick? Or do they try to help solidify the line as well and get offensive linemen? We shall see. Baltimore have 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the clock before they have to deliver their pick.
Bits processed into powder. It's time for Fresh Pet. Wholesome ingredients with nothing to hide. Fresh Pet. She's the first of her kind. A real superhero.
Ravens pick is in. See what direction they want to go.
The Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Linderbaum, center, Iowa.
Tyler Linderbaum, ultimately a unanimous All-American last year, won the Remington Trophy as the best center in the nation, was a finalist for the Outland Trophy as the country's top interior lineman. He was a wrestler in high school, and he once pinned Tristan Wirfs, who is now, of course, a star with the Buccaneers. Now the Indeed resume as we take a look at the outstanding career of Tyler Linderbaum. The prospect resume now.
Well, it looks like Mr. Lindenbaum has gotten scooped up by the Baltimore Ravens. A great organization for him to go to, and so he can be the guy that who he is. That's just a badass on the line, and it definitely helps Lamar Jackson continue to be Lamar Jackson. He's a mobile. Talking about Linderbaum. Linderbaum's a mobile center that can go left. I mean, sideline, up and down the field, and why in the hell did the Titans trade their pick to the Jets? I don't understand. Okay, whatever, cool. And Linderbaum can be a guy that can help get the Baltimore Ravens back to what they want to be, which is running the ball, running the ball, being physical, and allowing the game to come to them because they put their physicalness onto the game. Great pick from the Ravens. I was gonna bring you on before the show's over with. Say hello, Noe. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. You watching the draft with Daddy? You watching the draft with Daddy? Huh? You want to let everybody know how big of a girl you are now? You rolling around? Huh? Huh? Yeah. You had a good nap? Yeah. We have a good nap. We're gonna go. We're gonna go get washed up soon. Okay. All right. The New York Jets pick is in. And Noel, who do you think the Jets are gonna get? Lyman? Okay. Let's see. Lyman.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson. You said Lyman. You didn't say what offense or defense. So technically, you're right, Noe. So defensive lineman Jermaine Johnson goes to Florida State, and of course, our boy Fracture Walnut called it, even though he didn't call it. All right. Are you spitting up on me? All right. All right. Say hello to the people. Say hello to mommy. Say hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. Say hi, mommy. All right. Let's go get you back to mommy so you can get cleaned up and get ready for bath time. Okay. I'll join y'all very soon. Okay. All right. I love you. I love you. All right. We got to go watch Jacksonville Jaguars pick right quick. Okay. All right, that's my favorite girl right there. That's my favorite girl. I love me some Noe, and Noe loves me. So I have to put the queen on, or sorry, the princess. That's the princess. Put her on TV right quick. My queen's in the room, being the great mother that she is, and I appreciate her as always.
You're watching the 2022 NFL Draft, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
This is my story. People want to see this. 6 years ago, I was assaulted by the same
Pick number 27. We're almost done. We're almost to 32. And then guess what? I won't see you tomorrow, but the NFL will see you tomorrow with round 2 to 3. And then 4, 5, 6 on Saturday.
Well, it's a super competitive market. Everyone wants to buy the dream house. Don't worry, she has a verified approval that lets sellers know she's backed by Rocket Mortgage. So Barbie wins. But we need a house.
You could buy Castle Grayskull.
Find and finance your dream house with Rocket Homes and Rocket Mortgage.
In the future, travel to incredible
Come on, Jaguars. Pick us in. Let us know so we can go.
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget, even yours. Typical sneakerhead.
Wow, just anyone now?
Yeah.
He's just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Your happiest spring starts at Lowe's. Experience all the deals at SpringFest. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce gray the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX for just for men.
We're back in Las Vegas. The Jaguars on the clock at number 27. But right now it's time to look back at Mel's best available players, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott. Mel, who's still sitting there for these teams to take?
I tell you, there's always going to be guys that slip through the cracks and then get into this part portion of the draft. Daxton Hill was one of those guys I thought was one of the best defensive backs ever got past the elite of the elite, which was Stingley Jr. and Sauce and Hamilton. Daxton slot corner safety, pass to the football, number one safety coming out of high school. There's Malik Willis, the talent, most talented quarterback in this draft, dual threat. Arnold Ebiketie, one of those underrated pass rushers in this draft. Devin Lloyd flies around the field, hands like a quarterback, all-around player, which is perfect for today's NFL. One of the smartest defensive players, maybe in the history of the linebacker position, coming out of college to the pro level, is the Kobe Dean.
So those are some of the options that are sitting there now for the Jaguars. I will also quickly mention we've had 9 trades tonight, which is the most in any first round since the draft went through 3 days in 2010. By comparison, there were 3 draft day trades in the first round last year. So it has been something of a frenetic evening as the Jaguars making one of these deals to move up here.
Yeah, you know, when you get down into this spot where, you know, there may be teams that are thinking, look, I just don't see the kind of value late here, late in the first round. I want to get out of here. The team saying, hey, look, I'd love to get back in there because I see some value. I see enough value to where, look, maybe I had a guy rated as a high second rounder. I'll come in late in the first. What's the difference? Late first, high second, why you get the extra fifth year and maybe it fits a need for me. So that puts it, you love the fact that general managers are much more aggressive nowadays, really starting to utilize their relationships with each other and move up and down the draft board. But this is just in the area where you'll see this kind of stuff start happening. So it's not really a surprise, although I will say you're right. Deals are being made in the NFL now in a way we haven't seen in a long time, and it makes it pretty fun for us.
All right, here comes the commissioner, Ronnie Goodell. After the 9th trade tonight, the Jaguars here ready to pick at number 27. Here's the committee.
All right, Jacksonville. Let's see what you got.
With the 27th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Utah.
All right, and there he goes, Lewis. I know this is a player that you love. Great speed and versatility. 8 sacks, 4 interceptions last year, including a pick 6 in the Pac-12 championship game against Oregon.
All right. That'll do it for me from tonight. I have babies to take care of, and I have sleep to catch up on. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday to wrap up this draft for the first round, and of course the rest of the draft. And my co-host, of course, Ishmael Saigon, will be here to join me. Y'all have a great rest of the night, and I'm good. I've calmed down. I was upset earlier, but I'm calm now. I'm good. Y'all have a great rest of the night.